What's up YouTube, Jeff back again. Today another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today I'm going to give my Samsung fanboy take on the iPhone 15 Pro launch yesterday. I wasn't going to make a reaction video to the iPhone launch, but a lot of people hit me up on Twitter or various other places asking me to make a reaction video. So I figured why not? We'll go ahead and do it. I'm going to go through the features they announced, some of them which are super old Samsung features from years ago. In fact, the majority of them are really old Samsung features from like 7 years ago. Talk about what's new, what's compelling, what's not. Get into that in just a second. If you guys are going to be ordering a Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, S24 Ultra next year, and you should be, you should not be getting an iPhone, even though I'll get one to compare, obviously, for you guys. I always have one, and a lot of you guys know I use it for my video. I don't use it for anything else because I hate using them on a daily basis. If you're going to be ordering S24 Ultra, you can get a free mystery box from me if you're ordering here in the US. We give you a free case, a free cleaning kit, other accessories like the desktop phone stand we've given away. People love those. We cover US shipping, everything. All you have to do is use our affiliate link when you order from Samsung. The form is already up to sign up. It'll be in the pinned comment description as well. Put your name, your email. Closer to launch, I'll send out more information. You guys can pick the color of your case. This is going to be the biggest launch ever. We're also giving away some additional prizes based on how many people actually end up getting mystery boxes, the number of people who actually end up using my link. We're going to give away a 75-inch Samsung TV for every 500 confirmed mystery box orders. So definitely check that out. So let's get right into it. Let's go over to the Apple Store page and just talk about the launch of the iPhone 15 Pro yesterday. So essentially, there were, in my opinion, three big features that were highlighted here, maybe four. So the first one was the new build. And okay, I'll give Apple this. The new build is actually the only compelling thing that Samsung users might be a little jealous of, even though I still think, let me actually take off my case so we can just take a look at the beautifully built S23 Ultra here. I'm using the UAG Kevlar Pro olive case, by the way. I still think the S23 Ultra is very well built, but titanium frame would obviously make it a little bit lighter, which is actually what I think was the most compelling thing about the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max announcement. Is the iPhone 15 Pro Max particularly is a very heavy phone. And so, of course, it's really nice to get that down a few grams. It's substantially lighter. And everyone who has picked up one at the demo area yesterday mentioned about how light it is. I think that's actually a pretty cool improvement. Let's go to the next one. Obviously, it's got a new A17 Pro chip. They always have a new chip that's faster. We obviously know that Apple's performance is great, but in my opinion, as I've said many times on this channel, I feel like the performance of the Apple chips in the mobile space are wasted because they don't allow you to do multitasking, right? On my Samsung phone, I can do multi-window multitasking. I can do pop-up view multitasking. I can use my S Pen. None of these things even exist on my iPhone 14 or iPhone 15 Pro Max. So because of that, that makes it not really that interesting or compelling to me to have that new chip, because a lot of that power is wasted. Unless you're a gamer, I guess in some sense, you do get some of that performance. Now this is the other one, the new action button. So let's take a look at the action button. This was by far the funniest part of the iPhone 15 Pro announcement yesterday. They spent forever talking about a new action button on the iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max. Samsung had an action button about 7 or 8 years ago. I remember very distinctly. It could have been before this, but I remember very distinctly using it a lot on my Galaxy S6 Active because that was a phone where Samsung really pushed the action button, and it was actually a special feature of the Active phone at that time. I remember using that and making a bunch of videos about it. That was actually right around the time I started doing YouTube, was when the S6 came out. And so I really remember that. So it's super funny to hear them talk about you can map it to all these different features. And the crazy thing is you can't even map it to as much stuff as you can on Samsung phone. And of course, as you guys know, you can actually edit what the power button does for a long press on your Samsung phone. So you can actually have a mappable action button. Not only that, but you can use one hand Operation Plus to have a whole bunch of actions that can, do with a long swipe down, a long swipe up. You can do a bunch of stuff and map a bunch of different actions. So an action button being a selling point was just very comical in my opinion. Okay, so that's the action button. Let's see, what was the other thing? So the longest optical zoom in iPhone ever. So this was a little bit polarizing, I think, for iPhone fans. And I do think it's a shame, but it's something Samsung's actually done for a while. You now have to buy the largest iPhone in order to get the best camera. So they now have 5x optical zoom in the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but not on the standard iPhone 15 Pro. So if you want that 5x optical zoom, you're going to need to go for the larger phone. The funny part about this, of course, if you go into your Samsung phone, you've got right there a 10 times zoom built right in. So already Samsung fans not too worried about that 5x optical zoom on the iPhone 15 Pro Max because we already have a longer zoom built into the Samsung camera, and we have had that for quite a while. So that feature as well, not really that interesting. So these are the main features that they hide on their website: the titanium, the camera, the action button, and of course, the overall new chip that they have here. So, I mean, those are the majority of the features that they're really highlighting. And of course, we can't forget the one thing that they didn't really, I don't know that they really pegged this as a feature, but we now know, of course, that the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max also have USB Type-C. So USB Type-C is also kind of funny because Apple was forced into doing USB Type-C, and we've had USB Type-C on the Galaxy S23, Galaxy S everything for the last 7 or 8 years. So having USB Type-C on the iPhone and to see Apple forced into doing that is just kind of amusing. And it's another thing that's not really a feature, even though I think it is a nice thing for those of us who use both ecosystems, because of course now we can use all of our USB-C accessories with your iPhone or your Android phone. And you also don't have to worry about, like, if you need to borrow a charger from your friend, if you have the right type of charger. So anyway, pretty underwhelming in my opinion. I definitely think the titanium build is the most compelling feature, something that I would most like to see come to Samsung. The rest of the stuff is kind of like, we've already been there, done that. So a lot of them, or especially the action button, was kind of amusing to me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for more great Samsung content. If you're going to be ordering an S24 Ultra, and after seeing that iPhone launch, you should be primed and ready to order an S24 Ultra because it's definitely going to be better than the iPhone 15 Pro series. Check out the link below if you're in the US to get a free mystery box from me at launch with a case, all those other goodies, and also random bonus gifts coming this time. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.